Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you're welcome, and I hope you all are doing well. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing this beautiful knotless box braid using yarn, and also I'm making this hairstyle for my birthday that is coming up this Saturday. So I just want like a fun braid hairstyle, and this is perfect for it. Plus it's knotless, it's painless, it's quick and easy, easy to style. So this is a perfect hairstyle for the photo shoot. So anyways, with that said, let's go straight into the video. Okay, so to start, I'm starting by prepping the yarn for the box braid, and for this I'm using my mirror, standing mirror. If you don't have standing mirror, you can use a door handle to roll out the yarn and cut it out. And also, to ensure that you have the exact length for your box braid, you want to measure the yarn a few inches longer than the length of box braid you want, because by the time you're done braiding the hair, it's gonna shrink and you're gonna end up with a shorter braid. So that's why you need to make sure that the length of yarn you are cutting for your box braid is longer than the length of the box braid you want. All right, here is my hair. I've already detangled the hair off camera. I also have applied all my hair product off camera, although I'm still going to be applying oil because I'm using yarn. So yeah, so anyways, I went ahead and sectioned my hair into 3 sections, one at the back and two at the front, and I'm going to be working with the back section first. So I'm just going to let you guys watch this step, and I'll be back once it's time to explain a little bit more. Okay, so for the back section, I have a total of 5 cornrows loosely braided, and for the front section, I have a total of 8 cornrows. So pre-parting the hair before going ahead to do your hairstyle helps in a lot of ways. Like if you just want like a certain amount of box braid, so the pre-parting your hair like this, doing it section by section like this, helps to ensure that you have the right amount of box braid. Like, so it gives you an idea of how many box braid you want for the back section and how many box braid you want for the front section, or how many row of box braid you want for the front and the back section. So it's also great if you have like super thick hair like me. Like my hair is super thick, so this method is really great. Okay, so moving on to the next step, I'm going ahead to prep the yarn for each box braid. And also, if you want your box braid to be thick from the root down to the tip of the braid, you want to make sure that the strands are even on the bottom. And if you want them to, if you want to have that thin finish at the end of the braid, you want to make sure to stretch it out, so that way you have some short ends and some long ends. So by the time you're done braiding the hair, you're gonna have that thin finish at the bottom of the braid. Okay, so with that said, let's move on to the next step. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna take this coconut oil and I'm gonna apply that on my hair. This coconut oil is a hair cream, not the coconut oil you use in cooking. This one is a coconut oil cream for hair. Okay, so I'm just going ahead to apply that on the root of my hair and the tip of my hair, making sure to work that in. Okay, next I'm going in with an edge control, and I'm going to be applying that on the roots of my hair to tame all the flyaways in place. And also this will help to ensure that the roots of the braids are really neat. Okay, so to start, you want to make sure to have a firm grip on the roots of the hair before going ahead to add in your braiding hair extension, or before going ahead to add the yarn if you're using yarn. So now that I have the firm grip, I'm going ahead to take the first piece of the yarn and I'm placing that in between my index finger and my thumb, and making sure that I rotate the yarn under my natural hair, as you can see right here. So now I'm going ahead to braid it. So for the first piece I added, it's 7 strands of yarn. So the second one I'm going to be adding will be strands of yarn, and the third one will also be 5 strands. Okay, so that gives me a total of 70 strands for each box braid. And again, I'm taking that yarn and I place it between my index finger and my thumb. So now I'm going ahead to braid it. So making sure to rotate the yarn under my natural hair to kind of help to tuck it in place. So next, I'm going ahead with the third one. Again, this is a 5 strands yarn, and I'm placing that between my index finger and my thumb. All right, so I'm going to repeat it. The first one I added was 7 strands of yarn, and the second one was 5, and the third one also was 5. Okay, that gives me a total of 17 strands of yarn for each braid. Okay, I'm gonna show you one more time. So to start, you want to make sure to have a firm grip on the roots of the hair, and to have the same exact of the exact size of braid I have in this video. You want to take 7 strands of the yarn. You want to take that and place it in between your index finger and your thumb. Okay, take the 7 strands of yarn, place it in between your index finger and your thumb, just like this. Okay, so next you want to rotate the yarn or the braiding hair extension under your natural hair. Okay, just like that. So next, go ahead and braid it. Okay, it's just like that. So for the second one, you want to take 5 strands of yarn, and again you want to place it in between your index finger and your thumb, and make sure to rotate the yarn under your natural hair. Okay, just like that, and go ahead and braid it. All right, for the last one you're going to be adding to the hair, you want to take 5 strands of the yarn, and you want to take that, place it in between your index finger and your thumb. Again, doing the same thing, make sure to rotate the yarn or the braiding hair extension under your natural hair, so that will help to tuck it in place. Okay, and once you add the last one, the next step is pretty much easy. Just braid it all the way to the end, tie knot to secure it in place. Okay, so after you're done braiding the hair, the next step is to trim off the excess yarn. So you want to take your scissors and cut off the excess yarn from the tip. So at this point, if you prefer burning the ends of your braids, go ahead and do that. But for me, I don't like burning the ends of my braids. So if you prefer burning the ends of your braids, go ahead and do that. Okay, so moving on to the next step, I'm going ahead to dip the tip of the braid into hot water. Please be careful when doing this. You want to make sure to have 2 towels, one to put over your shoulder and the other one to dry off the excess water. Okay, so dipping the tip of the braid into the hot water helps to give the hair some kind of flexibility, so it's not like stiff, you know. So when you dip into the hot water kind of melts everything down, not melts, kind of makes it soft and give you that flexible movement. Okay, so as you can see, looking at the screen, the one on the right is very flexible because I've dipped it into hot water. So I'm gonna repeat the same thing to the one on the left. So dip it into hot water and I'll be back. All right, so I went ahead and did that off camera. So this is how it's looking. It kind of add a little bit of extra length to the braid once you dip it into hot water. So yeah. Okay, guys, so this is the final result of the knotless box braid, and I love it. So I went ahead and added some pastel beads off camera, so this is how it look, just for the extra look, you know. So, and I love it. I really love this hairstyle. I hope you guys do too. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And also, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. If you already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for popping by today. And also, I want to use this opportunity to wish everyone that is celebrating their birthday this July a happy and a very blessed birthday to you. Many more blessings to come to your way. May the favor of the Lord continue to be with you and your family.